the thing that Rupert does so well is he doesn't give up on a play. He goes after it.
He's a middle linebacker. He has to play from sideline to sideline. He has to do that. There's no question. We had a missed tackle here, but missing this kid's not too bad. I mean, he's a pretty good football player.
Oh, he's great.
He's a great football player. Great football players make you do that kind of stuff.
Last year at Barberton, almost 1,300 yards. Just absolutely tremendous. A second-team All-Ohioan.
Is he really?
Yeah. Last year he was. Power 5 interest, too. Bad snap. And it's fallen on by the motion man. Quarterback Young Jones was just not ready for it there, and thank goodness for Buchtel's case that Martavian Johnson was there to fall on it.
That would have been...
Oh, my.
Hit him head. What the heck?
Is that a play that you laugh at later on in the week?
According to if you win or lose.
So if you win, you laugh at
it.
If
you
lose,
laugh.
You're
you
like,
say,
what was this?
Say, you dummy, why aren't you looking? If you lose, you're screaming at people.
First and long now, or second and long rather, for Buchtel on their own 23. They got to get something going offensively. Flags fly everywhere. Young Jones to run, and well, he's brought down.
Hoover's still running to the football real well.
Again, the Logan boy, Drew, just a sophomore there. Everybody, all those black shirts, they fly to the ball. It's a legal formation. So going to be a second down and even longer now. Well, maybe they'll take the play. Yeah, they're going to decline it.
They're declining it.
So they'll take the play.
Yep.
Becomes third down. That's smart.
Is it second or it's third down? Third?
Yeah.
Okay.
Third down.
Third down and 14, huh?
Well, I think we might see Devin Bracey at quarterback here. We see number 10 trot out. He was the passer that Coach Ricky Powers in his 13th year talked about. Coach Powers, such an experienced coach at Buchtel, has done great things in his tenure there. Took him to the playoffs last season. Third and long here for Devin Bracey, the quarterback. Flag is down. Bracey launches one. Man is streaking.
Nice
but it's intercepted.
Nice interception.
In Buchtel territory, Zach Evans, the quarterback. That was a gorgeous interception, but a flag is down.
It must be on Griff's.
Illegal formation on Buchtel, and Hoover will gladly decline the penalty and take the interception, the second interception tonight for this defense. And this is a nominee for our rock-solid play of the game, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. Another great play on the football here.
This is just a great football play. This kid came out of nowhere. I thought this kid was going to outrun him.
He had him beat.
Look at that, yep. And he just made a great football play. A very good football play.
He adjusted to it.
Yes, he did. Zach Evans, great play.
Just a junior, 5'10" and 155. Last year was such an experienced secondary at Hoover. It was one of their big keys. They picked off a ball almost in every single game, and despite the inexperience this year, still ball hawking secondary players as Grigualo gets the handoff and a flag comes in. As the flag is down on the field, let's take a little ride down to the sideline on the Zero Emissions bus with Noah Hiles. Noah, my friend.
John, my broadcast partner, my friend. You could say that Hoover looks pretty prepared for their Week 1 matchup against this very talented Buchtel team. Some of that preparation might be thanks to their preseason schedule. Prior to beating Alliance at a preseason scrimmage, they took on Erie Cathedral Prep. For you Ohio football fans who might not know who that is, Erie Cathedral Prep is a powerhouse in the state of Pennsylvania, the 3-time defending state Class 4A champions in Pennsylvania. That type of experience you gain, according to Coach Baum, when you play a powerhouse like that in the preseason, is invaluable. It builds confidence like you're seeing here today. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Noah. Again, that report brought to you in part by SARTA, the Zero Emissions bus. Take a ride with them today. Grigualo on the handoff there. And he almost had a grown man's run here. Just put his knee down right there.
Wow.
But had he kept that knee up, he was going to.
Yeah.
You know what
Number
I'm saying?
21 might have. You never know.
I think the foot race would have been very fun to watch. Injured player down, Aaron Spooney, by the way, for Buchtel. That's the other thing about Buchtel tonight is they've gotten beat up.
Yeah.
So I was going to tell this story. Ricky Powers, head coach at Buchtel, he was recruited to Michigan, played his college ball there. He was telling me one time about his story about when Bo Schembechler came to his house. He said Schembechler came on a rainy night, so he had on goulashes on his feet to cover his feet. And he said he walked in and looked over at the TV as Grigualo carries here for another nice gain, brings up a first down. He brings in his stuff to the house and looks at Ricky, looks at his dad, walks past them, picks up the TV remote, turns on the TV, grabs some of Ricky's dad's chips, and starts eating them. And as that's going on, Ricky's dad turns to Ricky and says, Ricky, I think I know where we're going now for college ball. Any white man who can come into a black man's house and grab my chips and grab my remote is a good man in my book. And he had a good career at Michigan, did Ricky Powers.
And so did Bo.
It was decent. He beat Ohio State a couple times. Hand off to Grigualo again.
They're starting to really wear them down inside here now. They're starting to.
Grigualo, pretty nice night.
20 carries, 108 yards. Good
night.
Maybe he can try to catch that kid from Perry with 247 or something like that last night.
274.
270. Oh, gosh.
He has a ways to go. Second and about 7 for Hoover.
Whoa.
High snap. Ashby falls on it. Runs out to the right. And, well, saves that from being an absolute disaster. You know, he doesn't panic either. Even when the situation is pressing, he doesn't panic.
You know, that's why, you know, when you have a quarterback that's a multi-sport kid, he's been in pressure situations. He knows how to handle it. I really, that's something I've always really believed.
You know, he has offers for football from Toledo and Central Michigan, but he's worked out for Cincinnati, Pitt, Kentucky, and Iowa State. But he has an offer to play baseball with Kent State as he sets up a screen to Grigualo, and Grigualo breaks the tackle. Adam Grigualo with the first down and more. Adam Grigualo continues his all-purpose night, just making a mockery of the Buchtel defense. This kid is going to have a special senior year, Mr. Sheets.
He could play for a lot of people.
He's just so
One
patient.
tackle, 2 tackles.
Another one.
3 tackles.
4. Finally brought down.
Push him out of bounds.
Ashby
Fake
goes down the sideline. Henny
nice
batted
play
down.
Defensively. Very nice play.
Josiah McCann there defensively. What does Grigualo have now in total?
Now he
yards?
has 20 and 108 yards for 169.
169
total yards. Okay.
Nice defensive play here by Josiah McCann.
That's a great play.
What was good about that technique there that he worked with?
He had inside position on him, you know, and the ball had to be thrown on the outside shoulder to beat you. And if he throws on the outside shoulder like that, it's a perfect pass. It's a perfect catch. There's nothing you can do about that. But he had perfect position on the guy.
Handoff, Grigualo.
1 tackle.
You just need to start counting the tackles that he breaks now.
Can we have a stat on number of tackles missed, Bob? No.
He can't keep numbers that fast.
Come on, Bob. You can do it. They told me you were really good at this stuff.
42 broken tackles.
42 broken tackles. I knew. That's why he's good. That's why he's the stat
I don't
man.
believe that number. 3rd and 7 to go now for the Vikes. Bottom of your screen, out of sight is Brock Henny. One of the trips on the top of your screen is Drew Johnson. Ashby throws.
Oh, what a
Fucci
nice
caught it
throw.
in the end zone.
What a nice throw.
Grant Fucci, a 22-yard touchdown pass from Connor Ashby. That was a thing of beauty to watch in the air. Connor Ashby has a hat trick in touchdown passes now. This is a beautiful ball.
This is a nice throw. Watch his feet. He's hopping, gets that momentum. And that is just the perfect throw.
All Fucci had to do was just,
he just had to catch it. That's all he had to do.
That makes life easy on a receiver, doesn't it?
He had to catch it. That was a beautiful throw. It really was.
Vikings are taking command.
And I'll tell you what, it was a great pattern too. He broke it in and then broke it out towards the pylon. It was a nice pattern.
And Yanni Volas, the galloping Greek, adds another extra point. All Vikings, we're going to have a running clock when we come back. 35-0. Vikes in command at home on opening night here in North Canton. Stay with us.
You can't tell your cold to wait? Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Get the app now. You can't tell your migraine to wait. Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Download the Altman Now app now.
1, ladies and gentlemen. 2, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel this is going to be a big day.
Life were only like this.
Wouldn't want to miss this.
Looking forward to it.
What's this all about?
This is very exciting. So cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Mind if I have a look? I'm delighted to be here.
Amen.
I am.
Oh, very groovy, very groovy.
Let's have some fun today.
I like it a lot.
That's all there is to it.
I've heard a lot about you.
I've heard a lot about you, too.
You know,
We return back into North Canton Hoover. All Vikings tonight. They have been downright impressive. Another drive summary.
time of possession, 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Number of plays, 8. Total yards, 58. It was a 21-yard TD pass. Ashby.
I had it as a 22-yard pass. But
Grant, okay. Fucci? Okay. Hoover, 35. Buchtel, 0. Ashby, 11 for 15, 148 yards, 3 TDs. And the last one was a great throw. Great throw.
He has been just absolutely impressive tonight.
This is the first time I've seen him play, and he's everything people say about him.
And better.
And it's the first game of the season, and he has 9 more to go.
And he can only go up, right?
That's right.
I mean, he had a game last year that we saw against Perry where he was, I think, at one point in the game, he might have finished only with 1 incompletion in that game. And you can see why. The accuracy is just, you know, out of this world. You had talked about it during the week, 72% completion percentage.
That's unbelievable.
It's just for a sophomore, and he's a junior now.
Yeah, and he's better. And again, he has very good technique. You can see how he always has his feet under him, and when he's throwing, and he's a good one.
Last 4 meetings between these two ball clubs has been a direct split, 2-2 each. Nino Jennings in motion as Young Jones will keep it. And it's some decent yardage. Just nothing has worked offensively for Buchtel tonight. They have struggled to find momentum on the offensive end.
And inconsistency, you know, you can't say the passing game or the running game has been good for them.
Nope.
Hoover has played great defense, has been swarming to the football, and 2 great interceptions we've seen. 2 great interceptions.
They're an opportunistic defense.
Yes, they are.
And that's impressive, too, because we talked to Coach Baum about all the different fronts we'd see. You said you'd see a 3 front, you'd see a 40 front, you'd see a 50 front. You'd see all types of things. Young Jones.
Get outside.
Has a sideline.
He just outran him.
Brought down late. I want to remind you, too, after the game, we'll have our Altman Health Foundation player of the game. I can think of 2 guys right now that would be qualified to win the player of the game. 1, the name Adam Grigualo. 2, the name Connor Ashby. They both come to mind. And you don't have to make that decision. Elmer and I do.
Oh, we do?
And that's very tough.
Oh.
I think we're going to flip a coin.
Okay. But see, there you go on the stat thing again. How about the guys up front and the linebackers and those two interceptions?
It's easy to do. It's easy to do, though. It's what you see, right?
Oh. It's the optics that's winning you over. Is that what you're saying? Always. You're an optic guy.
I tend to be.
Kyrie Young
with the run there. He's had an off night. Not really been the night that he would imagine. And again, this is where I'll go against optics and say the reason why he has had an off night is because Hoover up front has dominated the game.
They're better right now.
And what makes them so good, Elmer?
I think they're well coached. I think they're a well coached defense front and offensive front.
Young Jones to throw. Holland shield the intended target. He almost came down with it, but it was nearly picked off. Well, we have a moment to this trip down to the sideline, brought to you in part by SARTA, as we check in again with Noah Hiles. Noah.
John, I have an injury update for you. Martavian Johnson, the star receiver and defensive back for Buchtel, is no longer on the sidelines. His helmet and shoulder pads are currently sitting on the bench. He walked with the trainers off the field right now. No word on what it is that has him injured, but he is doubtful to return in this one with the clock running and the score the way it is.
Thank you for that, Noah. Running clock here in the second half as Hoover leads by 35. They've been dominant. And before that play, timeout by head coach Ricky Powers and the Buchtel Griffins. It's interesting, Ricky told us during the week, I said, give us a quick Hoover scout. And he said, defensively, they're stout, they do their job. And he said, we can't make mistakes. And while all of those things have kind of gone against them, they've made mistakes. Hoover's defense has been stout. It's been a problem. Well, we have this moment too. Let's talk a little bit about what we have coming up next week. We'll be next week at Aquinas as the Knights take on the East Canton Hornets. Michael Cook and the Knights, John Spider Miller and the East Canton Hornets. I'm worried when we get you and Spider on the phone together this week. I don't know what's going to ensue there.
You never know. You never know. Those Miller boys, they're something.
They are. Mike, John, the whole gang, even Doug, the athletic director, over there. He's not even related, but he's of the same thread.
Yeah. But he's from the same mold, you know? Doug Miller, he's from the same mold.
Great dude.
I'm looking forward to that game. I'm interested to see the East Canton. I know Spider, since he's gone there, has done a fantastic job.
Playoffs every year. Young Jones to throw, middle, over the head of his intended target. He fires the ball in there with some pace, but not necessarily the accuracy that he wants. Tommy Dees lets it go through his hands. Fourth down coming up. And that'll end the third quarter with the running clock. So 3 in the books here in North Canton Hoover, and the Vikings stick up 4 fingers as they walk off the sideline, because that is what they are trying to play here tonight. And if the score remains this way, they will do that. 35-0 Vikes as we head to the final quarter.
Skeppers likes to keep an eye on her neighborhood, like MCTV watches out for our neighbors to make sure everything runs smoothly for our customers. From our technicians in the field to our engineering experts behind the scenes, we use top technology to keep your internet, TV, and phone connected. Plus, expert local technical support and friendly people to greet you. Everything in the neighborhood the way it should be. MCTV, we go the extra mile.
Y'all know it's football season. Around these parts, football season is barbecue season. If you want to score big on game day, make slow-smoked Old Carolina barbecue your go-to spot before, during, and after all the games. No need to cook on Friday. Meet before the game at Old Carolina. Or grab a party pack and host the ultimate college or pro football party. Featuring award-winning ribs, tender pulled pork, and jumbo smoked wings. We have options for all your pigskin pig-outs. Get more info at oldcarolina.com. Old Carolina Barbecue Company. Meet before the game.
Start of the fourth quarter here. Buchtel on offense. A fourth down.
No.
Young Jones, the quarterback,
31.
is pushed out of bounds by J.R. Rupert.
J.R. Bad play, J.R.
And unfortunately, I believe there's going to be some extra yardage added to the end of this by way of penalty, and that's going to help out Buchtel in a big way. Now keep in mind, should Buchtel score, they will end the running clock until Hoover decides to score again.
They have a running clock going right now?
They do.
What was that?
So it was still the dead ball personal foul, but they're going to say that it happened, I believe, after the play ended. So because of that, it's going to result in Hoover getting the ball again. Coach Ricky Powers trying to get his kids to come off the field. I know Coach Baum talking with the official right now. That has to make him happy. You know, big thing about Hoover this year is that they added a defensive coach to the defensive line, Larry Kennard. He was a former All-American offensive lineman at Mount Union. They added him to the defensive coaching staff, and you can see where that's made the difference.
He played for Alliance High School.
I believe so.
He went to Ohio State, and he wound up transferring back to Mount Union.
Good ball player.
He was a big kid.
Give to Grigualo, Adam Grigualo.
Still going.
My goodness.
Oh, there's another.
Adam Grigualo on the carry.
Picks up 14 all by himself.
It's a first down.
Watch this. Look at this. One broken tackle. And then
17's going for a ride, 5-yard ride.
Get on the.
I wonder if it was a ticket. He had to get a ticket. Was that better than a SARTA bus?
Zero emissions on that, too.
That's right.
Again, Grigualo.
Nothing there.
One too many times to that well. But it's been a very good well for them tonight. I was asking you during the break when we were talking about this. Did you expect this?
You know, in a way, yeah, to be honest with you. Because I told you in the beginning of the week, I just thought the offense and defensive line of Hoover was just so much better. Look at that. I mean, they're just
Grigualo.
He's just running over.
Adam Grigualo. Look at this go.
Adam Grigualo on the carry, wrapped up by number 7.
Yeah, I just think their offensive defensive lines
picks up nearly 27.
And now they're pounding him, and Buchtel's getting tired, and they're making mistakes, and, you know.
He's just so impressive.
Yeah. He's a hard runner.
He is.
He's worth the admission.
I don't know what the price of a ticket was tonight. I didn't get a ticket.
I don't know. I got in free. I had a WHBC pass.
Grigualo again. Adam Grigualo.
Oh, one-handed down.
Adam, my goodness. This kid is a treat to watch. You talked about that kid last night, Dion Cundiff from Perry. I know he's not going to hit Dion's yardage, but in total yardage, meaning all-purpose yardage, he's going to be darn close.
It's going to be darn close. Well,
so 100 and...
It's 25 carries for 163 yards. Okay. And 1 TD.
He's had a great night. First and goal at the 10.
And he's going to score on this play.
Grigualo. I believe, almost called it, gets 9 yards. So what do you do here? Do you feed the boy again?
Yeah, one more time.
Feed him one more time?
Then get him out of there and get ready for next week, right?
It's the keep feeding him, right?
Well,
the Ezekiel Elliott?
One more.
One more. Let's see if we can get that stomach full with another 6 points tonight. Second and goal at the 1. Ashby joined by Grigualo. There is Grigualo.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Brought down.
Didn't get it.
3rd and goal. One of the few times tonight he didn't get exactly what he wanted.
I'm not sure that was a clean handoff. Have to see here on replay. That's okay. It's backside there.
I think they're going to bring in.
They tried to wedge it, and the guy came off the corner.
Maley and Pruzanowski into the game now. Wide receivers, Ethan Craig, top of your screen.
They're in the power eye.
Ashby under center. Give Grigualo. Stopped at the goal line again.
Hey, the Griffs are not quitting. So yeah, if you're Coach Powers, that's a real positive for you. Real positive. You're down 35-0 in the 4th quarter, and your guys are still playing hard. That's
if you're
hats
Brian,
off to the Griffins. Hats off to the Griffins.
Absolutely. And if you're Coach Baum, I don't think you want to have to throw the ball here.
No,
out of respect, right?
No. Yeah. Respect for the game. You know.
I think you need to get him in space, though.
Well,
everything's kind of jammed up, right?
Yeah. This may be one of those Ashby takes it on a counter fake and
kind of like the
back
we saw.
Yeah.
Well, timeout taken by Coach Baum. 6:43 in the final quarter.
A reminder, folks, the North Canton Alumni Association will be holding its 2019 Hall of Distinction induction.
Look at the kids having fun. Beach night. You and I went with shirt and tie night. They went with beach night.
I'd rather go to beach night.
Hey, there's the door to the press box over there.
I have a very nice Hawaiian shirt.
1 week. I'll let you wear it 1 week.
Pittsburgh Pirates all over it.
Oh, I won't let you wear it then.
Okay, I'll wear my pineapple one.
Okay. Now you've got a deal.
With a tie.
Anything Pittsburgh, not allowed in my booth.
All right, let's see what did they do here. See if they fake that play to the right and Ashby takes it to the left. See if they run that play.
Or do you give it to one of the fullbacks?
Well,
like a quick hitter, or do you do QB?
I'm not sure they have that play.
Most teams don't anymore.
Here we go.
Power eye gun, 4th and goal for Hoover. Handoff.
They gave it to one of the other guys. That's right.
And
Flag.
it's Ryan Pruzanowski, but a flag is down. Would have been 6.
Procedure illegal.
Well, and now we're going to see Yanni Volas.
Okay, Yanni.
Come out. Maybe we're not. Connor Ashby, despite... How about that?
There's confusion.
Connor Ashby signaled the kicking team to go off the field saying, I want to go for this. And then Coach Baum said, nope, we're kicking the ball.
Yeah.
The first drive, they didn't get a touchdown.
Pardon me?
First drive, they didn't.
First drive.
So let's see here. About a 22-yard attempt. Out of the hold of Bircher. Snap is good. And the kick is up, and Yanni Volas is true. The galloping Greek.
Yay.
Adds to his night and adds to the celebration that's taking place on Hawaiian shirt and beach night here in North Canton. The Vikes extend their lead even further to 38.
You can't tell your cold to wait? Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Get the app now. You can't tell your migraine to wait. Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Download the Altman Now app now.
For nearly 20 years, thousands of people have relied on SARTA for safe, affordable, reliable transportation.
People like Misty Williams, who's riding SARTA to a brighter future. Misty's a full-time student and mom who uses our fixed routes to get to school, pick up her son at daycare, and return home at the end of a very busy day.
School, shopping, Cleveland, Akron, the airport, for work or for play. People you know count on SARTA to meet their transportation needs. And we deliver.
SARTA, where can we take you today?
Bob just told me that drive was the first drive that Hoover did not score a touchdown on tonight, but they did kick a field goal. Okay, 8 plays, time of possession 5 minutes and 21 seconds, total 59 yards and 22 yards by Yanni.
I think the Galloping Greek is going to sit. I think it's going to be a good nickname. John Bozika, Elmer Sheets along with you, and a nice open field tackle again by Bowen, Cameron.
Well, it looks like North Canton's making some substitution. That's good stuff. You get your kids out of there. That other team, you know.
Yeah, see some different jerseys in there. See Mike Shimmick at linebacker, Brock Ziarko, Drew Roach. Gonna get the young guys some play now.
Plus, it helps the Griffins. It helps. They're young men also, and they need something positive.
Buchtel keeps their first-team offense out there, as you would expect them to.
They want to score. They want to score a touchdown.
Young Jones back to throw. He'll run instead. Makes a spin move, still on his feet, and brought down in the open field. Even the young guys still get after it. Want to give credit where credit's due, because nice tackle by Chase Lamenza. Lamenza, just a young kid at linebacker out there, helping out. Made a really nice play. Actually listed as a DB, but just 5'9". Young Jones to throw. Pressure coming. Almost taken down by Logan, but the Turf Monster gets him. He was
covered up by number 28. Jack Baxter.
Just hasn't had a rhythm tonight. And you can tell it's frustrated him. It's frustrated Buchtel tonight.
Again, I think that the key is up front. Hoover just hasn't let him get in any kind of rhythm whatsoever.
Bracy now in at quarterback.
Oh, nice
catch. Nearly
catch.
Picked off, but Hollenschild, the tight end, is there. And Hollenschild uses the sideline to pick up a first down. Nice play there.
Was a nice catch. Nice catch by that young man.
Number 15, Leandre Hollenshed.
Leandre Hollenshed
by number 30.
With a nice play. Corner was trying to go for an interception again there. Got a little bit too antsy.
He went to the wrong shoulder. He went to the right shoulder instead of the left shoulder.
Jack Ott wanted to get that interception to the corner. Hand off now, Marquell Cook. Cook is quick, and Cook almost into the open field. A broken tackle away.
Number 10, Marcus Wolf.
He was very close there. He's got some speed here, Elmer.
Oh, Cook?
Absolutely.
Oh, there's no question. That's a kid that transferred in from Barberton?
No, that's Young.
Okay, this is, okay.
Bracy to throw.
Nice catch.
Pass is caught, and a nice catch on the sideline by Julian Grimes. Wide receiver.
Devin Bracy's pass.
See you, Steve.
Number 19, Julian Grimes, forced out of bounds by
This will be the best time, right?
Steve Dorshuk from the repository passing by us. Great Browns beat writer for them for a number of years. Hand off again to Marquell Cook, and Cook. Time close to expiring here. We're under 3 minutes. Hoover subbing in now again. They're getting in some of the first teamers again to try to, just a couple of them. Saw some of the more experienced guys. Ben de Guzman, the nose tackle, comes back in. Bracy to throw. Bracy has a much more live arm as you look for Holland again.
He has a little better throwing form, too.
Pass coverage applied by number 48, Drew Roach.
So Hoover next week will play Louisville, and they'll go to Louisville to do so. That should be a dandy. Second down for Buchtel. Bracy again to throw, goes end zone. Holland shed over his head.
Pass intended for number 15, Leandre Holland.
I think if you're Buchtel after this game, I know you have a lot of questions to answer, but I think you might consider putting Bracy at quarterback and finding a different spot for the other quarterback in Young Jones, because he's very talented, he's quick. I think there's another position for him on the field, because you need to be able to pass the ball, I think.
I think if you're going to be in the spread, you have to throw the ball.
Yeah.
You know, why be in the spread?
Third down, handoff Cook, Markwell to the sideline and pushed out of bounds at the last moment.
Number 2, Markwell Cook on the carry.
Touchdown saving tackle by Roderick Mack.
There's only 40-some seconds left. They get a score right now. Quit taking your time.
There's 40 seconds left and close to a first down, but fourth and very short coming up. Bracy stays in at quarterback. Hand off to Cook. Cook breaks free. Might have the end zone. He does. Markwell Cook rushes in from 12 yards out for Buchtel, and they scored tonight. And Hoover gives up a touchdown on, well, their last defensive drive of the game. I'm sure they wanted to pitch the shutout, but Buchtel worked hard for it.
Yeah, but again, as a coach in Ricky Power's situation, that's a positive that you can build into next week. You know, if you get shut out, what's that going to prove? You know, but this gives you something positive for Buchtel. Now if I get the right people on the field for the extra point. But
they have had troubles with special teams all evening.
Yes, they have.
Getting the right number of guys on the field.
Come on.
You know, it's funny, Coach Powers told us during the week, he said that his team reminds him of the Cleveland Browns. Kick by Dylan West is up, and it is good.
All right.
He said his team reminds him of the Cleveland Browns because he said, potential-wise, he said, we have all the players in the field that could do things, and on paper, we look great. He said it's a matter of figuring out how to put it together through the village that you have, as he says it is a village. Under 30 seconds left, though, and Hoover going to walk away 1-0 when the night comes to an end with just a couple moments left here at North Canton. Stay with us.
Welcome to Friends and Family Credit Union, where we believe every member is a friend of the family.
Hi, I'm Nick Langenfeld, President and CEO of Friends and Family Credit Union. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. We provide financial needs in the most reasonable and cost-effective way. What are you waiting for? Stop in one of our locations today to become a friend of the family.
At AltCare, you matter.
When we answer your call or meet with you in person, you are the top priority.
We work with your physician, pharmacy, and over 7,300 other providers. We want to be your trusted resource.
We invest in collaboration, our youth, and our community, which we continue to serve with gratitude.
Commitment and community were the reasons we started over 30 years ago and why we are still here today.
AltCare, where you matter.
Just 25 seconds left in a drive summary finally for Buchtel. Elmer.
Okay. Time of possession on that was 5 minutes and 48 seconds. A number of plays, 10. A total of 80 yards, and then a 12-yard run by Cook. The extra point was good, and the score is 38-7. But I'm glad for Buchtel that they scored. That's, like I said, that's something positive that they can go into next week and say, hey, you know, this is what we can do when we do things right.
Well, and they host McKinley next week, so
oh boy, okay.
So back-to-back weeks to the Federal League is not going to be easy for anybody. Hoover back to receive this. As Dylan West will kick it deep. Unless he decides to go with an onside, but I'm doubting that's going to be the case.
No, there's no future in that one.
Kick return is dropped by the return man in Bugera.
Xander Bugera tripped up by number 25.
Eventually, Xander controls it.
That's the end of the game. Your Hoover
But that's going to do it.
38. Akron Buchtel Griffin 7.
All Hoover tonight. Here at home, they christened this field in 2019 in the exact way that they would want to, with a dominating 38-7 victory to improve to 1-0, whereas Buchtel is 0-1 entering week 2. We'll come back and put a wrap on things, give you the player of the game brought to you by Altman. We'll give you our rock solid player of the game, and we'll also talk to Coach Brian Baum at North Canton. Stay with us.
Skeppers likes to keep an eye on her neighborhood, like MCTV watches out for our neighbors to make sure everything runs smoothly for our customers. From our technicians in the field to our engineering experts behind the scenes, we use top technology to keep your internet, TV, and phone connected. Plus, expert local technical support and friendly people to greet you. Everything in the neighborhood the way it should be. MCTV, we go the extra mile.
Community, politics, world news, and more. Find it all on The Gary Rivers Show, 10 a.m. till noon. Weekdays on News Talk 1480, WHBC, and online at WHBC.com.
1, ladies and gentlemen. 2, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel this is going to be a big day.
Life were only like this.
Wouldn't want to miss this.
Looking forward to it.
What's this all about?
This is very exciting. So cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Mind if I have a look? I'm delighted to be here.
Amen.
I am.
Oh, very groovy, very groovy.
Let's have some fun today.
I like it. I like it a lot.
That's all there is to it.
I've heard a lot about you. I've heard a lot about you, too.
WHBC presents the High School Football TV Game of the Week. The AllCare TV Game of the Week is brought to you by AllCare, Altman Health Foundation, CSE Federal Credit Union, MCTV, Northern Ohio Honda Dealers, Old Carolina Barbecue, SARTA, and Friends and Family Credit Union, and can be seen locally on This TV Canton.
And we return back in for the final time tonight at North Canton Hoover, and we immediately are going to head down to the field and catch up with the winning head coach tonight, as Noah Hiles had a chance to talk with the head coach of the North Canton Hoover Vikings in Brian Baum. Noah.
I'm here on the sidelines with Coach Baum, who just won this first game of the year. Coach, thoughts on the immediate victory here over Buchtel tonight?
I was real proud of our effort, especially on the defense side of the ball, playing a lot of young guys. I thought we came around, we were hitting people, we were hustling the football. And that's a very talented Buchtel team, and they're going to see a lot of wins this year. Offensively, I thought we did a good job taking what they were giving us. We were able to set up a run game, and obviously Connor was able to get his through the air as well.
Let's talk more about Connor right now. He had a good game, both catching the ball and running the football, was a part of multiple touchdowns. What are your thoughts on his overall performance?
That's a great first game for him. He's just going to get better as the season goes on.
Talk more about the duo between him and Ashby. A lot of hype going into this season with them. What are your thoughts, I guess, moving forward with them?
We go with those two on offense, but our receivers, getting them healthy. Getting Drew Johnson back this week, and Torno going out there, Fucci making a nice catch, Bo Bircher, and then you have Henny, and we're going to get Graham back in a week or two. That'll really bolster our receiving core, and it'll be dangerous offense.
You mentioned it. A lot of talented athletes on this Buchtel team. What is your impression of your defense holding them just to that late touchdown at the end?
I was very impressed with them. I mean, that's a very athletic team. They hustle. There's a lot of speed there, and I thought our guys, we hustled to the football, and we gang tackled, and we had to do that with them.
Last question, Louisville next week. How excited are you to get back into some Stark County action here?
Oh, yeah, we love playing Louisville. It's a great rivalry. It'll be a great atmosphere next week.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. Go enjoy it.